Merry Christmas Eve! I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke with a special Christmas edition of the Hokey video blog. We don't have a 7 o'clock show tonight, so I thought I'd get this out to you guys a little quicker. Well, we did see some rain today. The rain is gone, though. The gusty winds, they didn't amount to too much around here, thank goodness. But in Lexington, had some power outages, one report of a tree down. But overall, this has been a pretty calm day for us across Kentucky, in spite of the winds and the rain. Because certainly as we go throughout the overnight hours, we will be seeing temperatures dropping about 10 degrees from where they are now. But unfortunately, that's not going to be making for a white Christmas that so many folks wanted across the area. Just a snowflake or two in our forecast over the next 24 hours. Outside now, it is a bleak and gloomy one, just as it has been really all day. Low deck of clouds out there now. And we are seeing the winds starting to lighten up just a bit. In fact, west at 16 miles per hour is the current reading that we're getting from the Louisville International Airport. A few of these residual showers now moving through the area. They're going to be light, not as heavy as what we saw earlier, and certainly not steady at all. We could see a snowflake or two mix in with this as we go throughout the night. Severe thunderstorm warning up toward the Cleveland-Akron area up there now, thanks to that thin line of really just heavy showers with gusty winds moving through Ohio. I haven't seen too many reports of lightning out of this, but you can see the snow wrapping in on the backside of that up in Michigan. They've got a chance for a white Christmas, but I don't think that's going to be making its way down here as we go throughout tonight. But temperatures, yeah, they are getting cold on the backside of this system. Look off to our west, St. Louis at 39, 34 in Des Moines. The last gasp of those 50s currently found over Cleveland, Charleston. You can kind of see that yellow area there on our color table. And that's where the last gasp of some of this warmer air is before this system flushes it all out to the east. Here's your hourly forecast for tonight. If you still haven't done any Christmas shopping and you're doing it at literally the last minute that you can do it, well, you'll see temperatures dropping into the upper 30s by 11 o'clock this evening. We'll have a few of those rain showers, but those will mostly be tapering off. I think a lot of us will be staying dry. As we go throughout the overnight hours, say 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, temperatures 38, 37 degrees. We'll have the clouds still sticking around, and I think the clouds will hang around through early tomorrow morning as well. If you're waking up early to open up the Christmas presents with the kiddos, you will be seeing mostly cloudy skies out your window. But we do have a chance to see some sunshine during the afternoon, at least a few peaks of sun, and temperatures getting up to around 45 degrees. If we see a little more sun than that, well, 46, 47, that's certainly not out of the question in the forecast. Here's how Futurecast works out as we go throughout your Friday. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures surging back into the lower to possibly even middle 50s. We'll watch that. Good golf weather for a lot of folks want to head out there to hit the links after Christmas. But then we lose that sunshine as we go into your Saturday. Look at this band of rain off to our west. I think Futurecast here, the RPM model, is a little fast with this. This will probably come through Saturday night into early Sunday. That's when we've raised those rain chances. There was some concern that we may see this end as a little bit of wintry mix by Sunday night. I think that concern has abated by this point. Mostly liquid rain for us across the area. Now, as we head into this upcoming next week, for the weekend, well, you see that rain there, but as we head toward Wednesday of next week, we begin to see a few systems that kind of run along to the south of us here. These low pressures areas, I should say, running along the Gulf Coast. We'll have to watch these. If they stay suppressed, well, all this precipitation falls south of us. If they get a little stronger, try to take a little bit more of a northerly path here. We'll have to watch and see that because, well, they could pull in just enough cool air to generate a snow chance or two. The 12Z suite of models kind of went bonkers in really suppressing these systems. That's what you're seeing here. They suppressed them down to the south, whereas the 0Z model runs last night, both the GFS and the Euro, we're thinking, well, we can get some precipitation up here toward the Ohio River. That's not the case now on the models that we are seeing. So we'll have to watch this. So we're not discounting any snow chances as we go throughout next week, but there's just nothing in the data right now that overly suggests that we're going to see something like that. A lot of potential, just nothing being acted on yet. And of course, with the cold air coming in, especially as we head toward the new year and the first day of 2015, I do think we could see some snow showers here. You're seeing this here on this model right here at 10 o'clock on Thursday. That's the first day of the new year. These are just kind of some snow showers in the area, but this could be after a bigger system moving through. We'll have to see how that works out. This is kind of a murky pattern as we go through time here toward the new year. We know it's going to get colder. We know there are going to be systems zipping to the south of us. We just don't know how those two are going to be interacting and if we can get sort of a phase system that will bring us any sort of snowfall. Let's talk about those temperatures real quick. Now, as we go throughout your Monday, we talked about that potential system for Monday over the last week or so that, you know, there might be just enough precipitation to get up toward the Ohio River, but of course it's being suppressed in the 12Z model runs down to the south. But you can see that we're kind of on the edge of the air that would be cold enough to produce snow. And this is, of course, something new on these model runs because it was taking it through to the south a little bit more, but now it's pushing it north somewhat. And we kind of stay in that as we go throughout time until we get into the new year. Then finally, this batch of cold air gets down into the eastern part of the nation, but it's going to be very progressive, moving very fast, at least according to the latest data. It might not move as fast as what's being advertised right now. We'll have to watch this, and of course any systems that want to develop on the edge of this and move along from the Gulf Coast pretty much out toward the mid-Atlantic states. So there's a lot to work with over the next week or so. It's just the details are very sketchy at this point, given some of the bad, really model solutions that we've been seeing as of late, the flip-flopping and things that just really don't make too much sense. So just keep it here with us, and we'll update you on the latest as we head toward the new year. Here's a 7-day breakdown, fresh off the 5 and 6 o'clock news. You'll see I've got 50s in here for Saturday. Rain likely, probably the late night hours into Sunday, but I do think we'll see some rain showers, at least during the daytime on your Saturday. Rain or snow on Monday. I've not killed this chance in here completely yet because the Canadian model's still keeping it in there. It's been kind of consistent with that, even though the GFS and the Euro pushing it down to the south and really not doing much with it. So I'll keep it in here for at least another day. We'll reevaluate things when I'm back here on Friday. And of course, Brian will be in tomorrow to evaluate that chance too. We may need to take that out or keep it on depending on, I should say, what the data does and how we think the pattern is going to shape up. A couple of snow showers, maybe a rain shower or two possible on Tuesday if this Monday system develops and brings in some cooler air with it. Otherwise, maybe just a flurry by Tuesday, but I've kept temperatures here in the 40s to near 30 degrees, or to near 40 degrees, I should say, 41, 40, and 39 for Monday through Wednesday, respectively here. And this is kind of a contentious thing right now because I think Wednesday could end up being a lot colder than this, depending on what these systems on Monday and really Tuesday do as well. If it's going to pull in the cold air, if it's going to keep it suppressed to the north like that. So we may need to lower those temperatures or push them higher, depending on which side of the battle we find ourselves on during that time frame. Very active weather pattern as we head toward the end of 2014. My goodness, a lot of moving parts in place, but we're going to have to see how they move over the next week or so to determine our snow chances and precipitation chances for that matter. No white Christmas tonight, but maybe white New Year's. We'll have to see how that works out. Anyway, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. Have a very Merry Christmas. I'll see you on Sunrise on Friday morning. And of course, we'll be tracking Santa tonight on Wave 3 News at 11.